Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our respected guests, distinguished educator and dear participant. So now we have the Muhammad Fadil Izwandi Sulong, Assistant Manager, IT Change Manager and Management, Awan Tech, brother and sister. On behalf of the organizer, it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you to Master Gemini Pro in the 2 hours. A hands-on masterclass for the educator. Today's session is part of the Pendidik AI, a campus AI roadshow, and we are honored to be hosted it here at International Islamic Institute Malaysia. This is the program is proudly powered by OneTech and Google for the education. We truly appreciate your presence and enthusiasm to explore how AI can transform teaching, research, and administrative work. Today, we will experience high-speed, hands-on workshop designed to help educators automate workflow, build a custom AI teaching assistant, and create a powerful content using the Gemini Pro. We are especially excited about the 4-prompt challenge where you will complete practically a prompt during the session to unlock your official certificate. We hope this masterclass will be engaging, insightful, and empowering for everyone here. Thank you for taking me to invest your professional growth and in the future of AI enhanced education. So I will pass to the brother Muhammad Fadil Izwandi.
Thank you very much,
Floor
brother.
is yours.
All right, thank you very much, brother. So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Um, and this is an honor to welcome our respected lecturers from various faculty, and also our online participant who are joining us from across the mile. Whether you are logging from Gambang, from Pago, from Kuantan, and also now we are at Gombak campus. So we are separated by geography. We are united by our shared pursuit of knowledge and excellence. All right. So today we are not just looking to acknowledge a new piece of technology, but we are exploring the catalyst of our academic journey. We are here to discuss how Gemini Pro can serve as a powerful companion to us as a researcher, as a lecturer, as a student in our teaching innovation. So before we proceed further, I would like to humbly apologize if my English is not as perfect as yours, because my English actually is not very good actually. But I try my best to make sure that all of you understand and get what I deliver for today's session. Right, inshallah. So next is I want to introduce myself. As you see in front of you in the slide, my name is Muhammad Fadil Izwandi bin Sulong. Muhammad Fadil is Izwandi bin Sulong. Separated how to pronounce my name, Muhammad Fadil Izwandi. But to make it easy, just call me Iwan. So I am an assistant manager in and change management, and also the certified HRD cop trainer. So I'm come from Sarawak. I'm a Sarawakian. How many of you from Sarawak just now in this room? Do we have a Sarawakian here? So no, right? So meaning that I need to speak in English lah. All right. So if you see in front of the slide, you can see there is two versions of Iwan over there. The real versions of Iwan and also the Gemini versions of Iwan. I would like to share to you this Gemini, this picture I generate from Gemini Pro. Okay, I just attach my picture into my Gemini and then I give the instruction, and then after I submit the instruction, so then after that the Gemini will work for me and produce this kind of picture. Just give some criteria you want into your picture, And then after you submit that picture, the Gemini will produce and create a picture for you. Okay. So actually the real life versions of me over there, the background is also created by Gemini actually. The background actually, it's a white background. And then I put it into the Gemini. I asked Gemini to create a background for my picture. So jadilah macam ni. Okay. All right. So let's proceed our session today. Okay. Today is our sharing session. It's not like I am a teacher, no, because I'm still learning and using this Gemini Pro actually, because Gemini Pro every day have any new updates. So in the time we are here today, there still have something updates from Gemini. So we still in the process of learning. Okay, but I usually say that this is the session for me to share what I know about the Gemini Pro. All right. So I want this session to be interactive session. So let's log in into your Gemini Pro. So then you can experience the Gemini Pro by yourself. And during my demo, I want all of you try together with me and then we experience together, right? So first thing first, how to log in to the Gemini Pro. First, you need to authenticate your account. Make sure that you log in into your university official Gmail account. Okay, because by using that account, Gmail, that account is subscribed with this function, which is Gemini Pro. And then the second step is, please make sure that you access the Gemini Pro account by clicking on the link as per display in front of you, which is https://gemini.google.com. Or if you already log in into your Gmail, at Gmail, we have one button at the top right, show 9 dotted button. So at that button, you click on that button, scroll, and then you can find the Gemini over there. Just click on that Gemini and then you can access to your Gemini Pro. All right. And then after that, you can begin your smarter learning journey. And then hopefully that you can experience on our Gemini Pro. So let's log into your Gemini. I give you some time. Okay, so next chapter, not the next chapter, next slide is, so this is the challenge for you, all right? This is the task for you, okay? All the participants in this room need to complete all 4 prompts to obtain your e-certificate. At least 4 prompts to obtain your e-certificate, okay? And then how we want to do this challenge is, all of you need to screenshot the 4 prompts that you did in this session and then put that screenshot into your document. Either you put it into PDF file or Microsoft Words or Google Docs. Just compile all the screenshot into one document, and at the end of the session, we will provide to you the QR code for you to give a feedback to us. And then within that QR code, by using the Google form, we have a button for you to submit the document that have this 4 prompt, at least 4 prompt. As much kalau if you can prompt more than 4, it's much better, right? So this is the challenge for today lah. All right. So make sure that all of you are following my hands-on and hands-on, so then we can experience it together. Okay. So just now you already log in into your Gemini Pro, and then you already open your document for you to compile your screenshot, and then after that we can start together lah. All right. So are you ready now? Ready? Have you opened your Gemini account already? Have you prepared your Google Docs or PDF or Microsoft Words or anything that you can use to submit your challenge slideshow? Okay, it's up to you. Okay, next. Okay, so this is the video introduction. Okay, let's see our video first.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is.
What does this remind you of?
Schrodinger's cat.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. When all of these tools come together, it's a powerful combination.
It's amazing.
That's amazing.
It's an entire suite of different kind of possibilities.
Hi, I'm Gemini.
What neighborhood do you think I'm in?
This appears to be the King's Cross area of London.
Together, we're creating a new era.
Welcome to the new era of Gemini. This is the new technology, AI. So all of the people around the world like to use AI just now. So we don't want to tertinggal di belakang. So we need to study more about the AI. So just now we have Gemini, AI function that produced by Google, right? So let's proceed. I introduce to you what is Gemini Pro, that is subscribed by your management for your account. So right, so this is 3 types of Gemini. We have free of charge Gemini, Education Plus, and Google AI Pro for education. So we will focus to the third package of Gemini, which is Google AI Pro for education, which is this is the function, or this is the package that's included in your account, university account. Okay, so by using this Google AI Pro for education, we'll get Gemini for education, which is expanded access to premium models and features, meaning that this Gemini can help you to be smart and to be faster in searching and analyzing information pertaining to education. All right, and then fully access to Notebook LM. You can use Notebook LM, which is one of the function, one of the tools that we can use for our study, Notebook LM. And then Gemini in Workspace, full access in Google Workspace, which is we can use Gemini in our Gmail. We can use Gemini in our Google Docs, Google Slide, Google Studio, Google Sheet, Google Form, Google Sheets, Gmail, Drive, and so on. All right. So meaning that if you use Gemini, if you use that Google Docs, you can find icon of Gemini at the top right of that tools. You open Google Docs, you open Google Slide, you open all those tools, you can see Gemini function in every of the tools that provide in Gemini in Workspace. So meaning that you don't need to open your Gemini apps from in Gemini apps, copy from Gemini apps and paste it into the Google Docs. No need. Okay, you just open your Google Docs and then prompt your instruction in the Google Docs, and then you will get the result, right? So there is full access in Gemini in Workspace. So what is the function inside our Gemini Google AI Pro for education? So this is the full access to Gemini in Workspace, where you can see how Gemini is integrated into everything. So it helps you to visualize using the Google Slide, which is using the Google Slide, you can create a picture, help you to create a Google form and also Google Vids. Google Vids is something that is very interesting for me because I'm not good in creating a video, but by using this Google Vids actually, it's helped me very much to create a video, right? And then it's helped you write by using the Google Docs, okay? For example, if you have something in Google Docs, for example, you have a document in Google Docs and then you need to summarize that document, then you can prompt the instruction in the Google Docs. Okay. Also help me write in Gmail. Okay. In Gmail also can help you to create an email if you have either block, you don't have any idea to create to compose the email, then you can use the Gemini that integrated into the Gmail, and also help you organize in your Google Sheet. Okay, you can ask a question. For example, you have a data. Okay, for example, there is a data from a student, how many students from Malacca, how many students from Selangor, how many students from Sarawak. Then you need much time to calculate all the student, but by using the Gemini, you can ask the Gemini, ask the Gemini how many people from Malacca, then Gemini will answer your question. Okay, and then help you plan with your Google Classroom. Then this is the new function actually help you help you to automate, which is Workspace Studio. If you open your Gmail, at the top of your Gmail, you can see this icon, this is the Workspace Studio, where this function help you to automate your Gmail. For example, if you have incoming email and then you want it automate into sort it into the folder and all those things, then you can use this function. So this is the automate function. You can explore Workspace Studio in your Gmail. Okay, and then also help you organize by using the Google Drive, and then help you connect with Google Chat and Google Meet. You might familiar with Google Meet, right? But do you familiar with Google Chat? Yes, you use the Google Chat. So Google Chat divide into two. First is Google Chat and second is Google Space. Okay, by using Gemini, actually, if you don't have a time to check all incoming message, that unread message, you can ask the Gemini to give a summarization for you. Hey Gemini, can you help me to summarize all unread message in this Google Chat? Then Gemini will work for you and it will give you some summarization for it, right? And also you will access to Notewell M. So Notewell M is something is very useful for you. It's help you to read 100 of document, 100 of article, put it into the Notewell M, and then Notewell M will give you summarization. When you ask a question, this Notewell M will answer based on the document that you provide in the in the Notewell M. So this is very useful, and by using this Notewell M, you can generate audio overview, video overview, mind mapping, and then you can generate infographic and many more. There is if I'm not mistaken, they have 9 or 10 function in Studio in Notewell M. So this is a function that you need to know in our Google AI Pro for Education. All right. So, okay, let's proceed to the next slide, which is this slide is referring to data security. I'm not good in data security, but I try to explain to you how data security work for you in using this Gemini Pro. Okay, this is the important information for you to know this data security lah. First, about your data privacy. Gemini app is available free of charge for all of you. So you will get free of charge Gemini apps in your account. But more importantly, it comes with enterprise grade data protection. That means that your data is not reviewed by human. Meaning that if you prompt something, if you put your data into the Gemini, there is no human being to read your data. meaning that if you use your account university, you prompt your instruction in your Gemini, that information is used for your account only. Cuma they will search the information globally, but your information is stuck in your account only, and not used to train Google AI model, other Google AI model. And then the second one is core service, which is Gemini is covered under Google Workspace for Education terms of service, which is it's managed and secure environment, just like your official email and Google Drive, right? So in terms of data privacy, you own your data, you put your data, you control your data. All right. So it is in your environment, it is in your account only. Okay. And strictly privacy. All right. And no commercial use, meaning that if you prompt your data, if you prompt the instruction in your Gemini, so Gemini will not use your information for advertisement purposes, right? And then everything is encrypted in your Gemini. So this is the data privacy and also the data security that we have in our Gemini. All right. So we have another video here, which is this is 30 things that you can build with Gemini. Maybe interesting to watch this video. Simple sketch can be a beautiful picture. For example.
Can you make a bunch of like confetti circles explode out of my mouse?
I've updated the sketch.
Okay, what should we build next?
Okay, here's another 30 ideas for you.
I am not a good drawer. I mean, I cannot draw a beautiful picture. So if I want to make sure that my picture become more beautiful, I will sketch the picture and I will take a picture and I'll put into the Gemini and I ask Gemini to make my picture to be more beautiful. When we enter, then the picture is become more beautiful. So this is some example. Or maybe you can use your mobile phone. Did you have a Gemini in your mobile phone? This Gemini in mobile phone. You walk around at the shopping mall and then you don't know how to use certain thing that in a shopping mall, and then you take a picture and then you ask the Gemini how to use this, and then Gemini will explain to you how to use it. Because I always use Gemini sometime when I walk around in a shopping mall, in a taman bunga. So if I don't know how or what is the flower, so I take a picture and then I ask what kind of flower is this, and then Gemini will answer your question. All right. So let's proceed. So let's moving forward to our hands-on demo. I think maybe it's hard for you to get started to ask a question to the Gemini and to give instruction to Gemini for today. So that's why we provide you this link, okay, this QR code, whereby you can scan this QR code or you can copy the link provided below, and then you can access to our example or demo prompt, which is as long as I do some hands-on today, you can copy that prompt and then you just put it into the Gemini. So then to help you if you don't have any idea to prompt for today lah, because we have a challenge, right? We need to submit 4 prompt. So in every prompt you need to screenshot, right? So you don't have any idea. So this, by using this one, you can access to our Google site, and then you can see the example of prompting. So for example, right, I need to share entire screen. Right, so this one, when you scan that QR code, so then you can access to our Google site. So this is the Google site that provide you the example of the prompt. If you click on this demo prompt, here you can see a lot of example prompt that we always use. Maybe you can tweaking related to your topic, related to your task. Maybe you can tweaking the prompt here, right? Okay. And then Noble M enterprise use cases here. And then this is the Gemini Pro use cases. Okay, you can use this prompt for your Gemini Pro. And then this is the example of the imagine and the view, image and video that provided by the Gemini. If you want to create or generate the picture, for example, this one, Nano Banana Pro, generate architecture blueprint for Merdeka 119. So this is the result. And then if you can see this one, Nano Banana Pro create step-by-step recipe infographic for nasi lemak. And then this is how Gemini provide to you. This is the picture that Gemini provide to you. And also we have the canvas here, one of the function in our Gemini. We have canvas for us to help us to build the web page, to build the create the infographic, and also to create a Google slide and all those things lah. Okay, so we will deep dive, explore, and see how Gemini and Canvas will do for us. All right. Okay. So all of you already scan the Google site. Can you see all the prompts? Right. If you are ready now, we proceed with our hands-on. Okay. So I will jump into our Gemini Pro. Where is my Gemini Pro? This one. Okay, just want to introduce you the anatomy of Gemini apps here. Okay, if you see at the top left here, this is the new chat. If you want to create a new chat in the Gemini, just click on this chat and then create some instruction prompt in this chat area. So this is the new chat. Okay, tap button, chat button. All right. And then at the middle, we have this button, plus button. Okay, this plus button is for you to upload the files, upload or you want to link your document from Drive. And then if you want to create an image, okay, if you want to use a canvas, or you want to use deep research. Okay, I want to ask you, is it same or different from my Gemini Pro and your Gemini Pro? Same, because some Gemini Pro, they have 2 button here, which is a plus button, and also they have a tools here. So plus button is referring to upload, add from Drive, and more upload. And then tools is referring to create image, canvas, deep research. So just now they did some tweaking in the Gemini Pro. Certain people already updates these features. Certain people still at the previous features, right? But it is still the same. Okay, the function is still the same. All right. And then okay, this is the the prompt input area, this one. Okay, prompt input area. If you want to ask a question, if you want to give some instruction to the Gemini, you give the prompt, then you type your instruction and your question in this area. Okay, and then if you see here, okay, we have, wait a minute. Okay, we have my stuff here. This my stuff will appear if you have a history to create a picture or video. All right. If you first time logging into this Gemini Pro, I think there is no button my stuff. All right. If for me, if I click on this one, so this is the compilations of media, the compilations of video, and also the compilation of picture that I already create from this Gemini Pro. Right. And then we have germs here. Did you see it? Germs. So germs is one of the powerful function where you can give a profile to your Gemini Pro. You can give a profile to your Gemini Pro. Means that if you use the Gemini and you use new chat, you need to introduce yourself. I am a lecturer for this faculty. I teach these kinds of subject. Can you help me to come up with the module for sekian. So we need to provide that one. But if you use germ, just click on this germ, create one germs, and then you give the profile for that germ. That germ is the lecturer. That germ is a lecturer for this faculty, for this kinds of subject, and then save. So anytime, if you want to ask a question referring to that faculty and referring to that topic, you just open the germ without introduce yourself. Just prompt the question to the germ, and then that germ will answer to you. So this gem is very powerful just now. You can create a profile for this gem. So after this, I will show to you how to use the gem. All right. Okay. So this is the anatomy of Gemini apps. So we will proceed to our next function, our first function today. Okay, first function that I want to introduce to you is edit your prompt. If you prompt, sometimes you make a mistake or sometimes you forgot to give some instruction, then you can do some editing for your prompt. So we have one button called as edit prompt. So for example, this one, okay, this one, for example, I already give a prompt for it, which is my question is, there is no, yeah, wait a minute. For example, this one, I give one instruction to my Gemini, explain how to use Google Calendar. Okay, and then I did a mistake. Maybe I want to give some editing. I want Gemini to give me how to use Google Gmail. So I can click on this button, edit prompt, and then you just change your prompt in this area. And after you change, you click on this update button. Okay, so this is the edit your prompt. Okay, sometimes maybe people always use second option, which is first prompt after the Gemini give the result. Okay, and then you are not satisfied with this result, then you can click on this chat area to give another prompt. It's also the same as edit prompt juga lah. It's the same. Okay. So can you try it? Let's try it. And then do your challenge, try it, give some prompt, and then when you get this result, and then screenshot and then put it into your document. For example, I give you some example here. Right. Okay, for example, write a short email to my manager asking for my leave on this coming Friday because I have appointment with my doctor. Right. Okay. And then after I give some instruction and then I submit, click on this button, submit. So Gemini will work for you. So this is the email. This is the result. But if I want to edit this prompt, my instruction, I just click on this edit prompt. And then maybe I want to add some instruction for them, for my Gemini. Make the mode of language which be more professional. Okay. And then, oh, this one. Right. And then click on update. So the Gemini will revise the result and give the result for you. Okay. But still short email because our instruction is short email. So this is how we use our edit your prompt. Okay. So please try it and then make a screenshot and then put it into your document. At least four. Okay. But I have very much hands-on today. So maybe more than 4, I think. All right. The second function that I want to share to you is, if we referring to our slide, is citation. This is the important function for the lecturer, especially if you want to do some research. Okay, this is very useful if you use a function, a deep research in Gemini Pro. Okay, for example, let's see this example. Wait a minute. This one maybe. No. Okay, this one maybe. All right, so I use the functions of deep research. So when I use deep research, Gemini will provide me this information. Right, this information. Okay, this is the prompt that I use. Okay, and then Gemini provide this information. So the citation here is when we click on this button, learn more. All right, learn more. This is the citation in our Gemini Pro. This is very important for those who are doing research just now, because where we get this citation, these words, so we can click learn more, and then Gemini will provide you where Gemini get the information. For example, if you want to check this link, click on this link, and then this link is jump into the article or website that provide the information. All right. So this is very useful for you, whereby we have this citation function to make you easy to get the information and to get the article or website. Right? Okay. This is a very simple prompt that I give to you. After this, we will go to the next. Is will be something, some prompts that very complicated for us lah. For example, germs. Okay. The third function that I will give to you is pin your conversation. Okay. Pin your conversation. If you see at my chatting area, chatting history, okay, if you see at this chatting history, I have a lot of history conversation with my Gemini Pro. And then one of it is understanding change management. And then this conversation, I put it as a pin. So pin, the functions of pin to make sure that your conversation with Gemini is at the top of the conversation, right? Okay. For example, this conversation is very important for me. When I click on this one, okay, I get the information. Next, when I create a new chat, my conversation will scroll to the down, right? And then to avoid that, I want to keep that conversation at the top. So I need to make this conversation pin at the top. So how we can use it? Just click on this button and then click on the pin, right? Okay, and then pin. Okay, so just now we have two conversation. I pin at the top of the conversation, at top of the chat. So this is the top, the pin your conversation. All right. Okay. Maybe you cannot screenshot at this time because this is just the activity to make sure that your Gemini more structured, right? So after this, I will share to you how to prompt more. All right. Okay. Next, export your answer. All right. How you want to export answer from Gemini into a document? How? Can you answer the question? Are you going to highlight, copy, and paste? Isn't it? Okay. So today I would like to share to you. We have one function that we can export your answer directly from this Gemini to your document. But we have two options only, right? First is export to document, and the second is draft in Gmail. For example, okay, requesting leave for doctor appointment here, right? So at the bottom, at the answer, you can see this button, more button. Just click on it, and then you have export to document and draft in Gmail. So you don't need to copy this one, put it into the Gmail, click on the compose and then paste into the Gmail. No need, because we have this button. So draft in Gmail. For example, I click on this draft in Gmail. Okay, drafting in Gmail, and then click open Gmail. Now it jumped into our Gmail. Okay. All right. So it's include the subject here. The subject in this Gemini, right? Compose. Or maybe you want to export to Google Docs. Creating a document and open Docs. So this is how you export your document to Google Docs or your Gemini Gmail. I think I want to share to you extra information by using this Google Docs actually. When you create or you compose email in Gmail, sometime you need more function, for example, numbering and bullet point, right? But sometimes in Gmail, there is no that function. know that function, right? So how we want to use this Google Docs to create a Gmail for you. Okay, I will show to you. You click on this insert button and then you click on building blocks and then you click on email draft. Okay, insert building blocks, email draft. When you click email draft, this the email draft. Right? And make sure that the contents of your email is between this area. So for example, this one, put it into this one, right? And you could put the subject and you can take your friend's email and then it's ready for us to submit or send this email. Just click on this button, preview in Gmail. If you click in this preview in Gmail, it is in the Gmail, right? So if you create a table in this document, in Gmail also have the table, right? So this is so important for you. Okay, itu additional information, additional knowledge. I like to share something additional. Hopefully, masa tak mencemburui. Okay, so that is the import your answer. Okay, but if you see at this option, you can see listen button. Can you see it? Listen button. If you want to listen the result of the Gemini, you can click this listen, and then Gemini can read the result for you. Pause, or you can proceed. Right? Right. So this is the listen. Listen button. This double check response also important for you, especially for you to do a research, because this is the new function actually. At the morning session, they asked me about this function, but I need to check back this function is for what purpose. But actually, this double check response is for you to check the article that the Gemini give to you is in a good fact or it's not a good fact. Either the fact is true or not. So if you click on this double check response, for example, this one, okay, this one, okay, I click on it, double check response. So just now Google is evaluating our the result from the Gemini. So this is the result. When you see at this green highlighted message, okay, this green highlighted message inform you that this words, this sentence have a citation from others document. For example, we have this button to expand. Then this is the sources from these sentences. So you can click on it. Then this one will link you to the article that related to the document. So this is how you want to check. Okay, you want to check your response. You want to check where the information come from. Boleh? Understand? All right. So this is double check response. Okay. This one is if you have a legal issue, then you can click this one to report a legal issue. All right. Okay. Still can follow me? Seriously? Boleh?
Siapa boleh yang ada any question, just ask the two one. Or me or brother Izzat.
Yeah.
I can assist. We can assist on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So next function. This function I think It's very interesting to use because Gemini can help us to summarize a video or a picture. Okay. So this function, we call it as upload image and video. Okay. So we start with the new chat, right? And then we click on this button, plus button, right? And then you click upload file, whereby you want to upload video or you want to upload the picture. For example, I want to upload the picture. So I choose one of the picture here is, okay, this one is the picture that I want to choose, and then click open. So give Gemini some time to upload the picture. Okay, just now it's ready. So the picture is already in our chatbot. Okay, and then give instruction to the Gemini. For example, help me to explain this picture. Okay, help me to explain this picture, and then click on this submit button. Okay, this one also you can screenshot and put it into your document, right? Okay, okay, when you submit, screenshot. When you submit, you get the result, screenshot. Okay, now this Gemini will do the analysis on our picture. Okay, so for example, if I want to present this slide, I ask the Gemini to explain to me. Okay, so this is the result from the Gemini. Okay, in English. Or maybe you don't understand in English, you can prompt again, once again, please in Malay. Enter. So Gemini will work for you, and Gemini will explain to you in Malay. Gemini, actually, if you want Gemini to translate the information from one language into one language, if you ask Gemini to translate the notes, then Gemini will translate side by side. But if you want Gemini to explain in Malay, Gemini will not translate it 100%. Gemini will give you some other words for you to understand in other words, actually. So there is a difference between if you prompt Gemini, please translate this message, or please explain to me this message. There is two different things for Gemini. Okay, so now we have the result. Okay, I think I want to give you a time for you to try these features. Okay, or maybe you want to try with your video. Can you have a recorded video from your previous meeting, and then you put it into this one, attach your video by using these upload files. Okay, and then ask Gemini to explain to you what is the content from this video, then submit, and then what Gemini can provide to you. Please try. Huh? For online participant, if you have a question, you can ask a question, put your question in the chat box, and then from time to time we will check the question, and I try my best to answer a question, right? Boleh, Encik? Yeah, right. Oh, I have a question. Online. Yeah. Ish, tak jumpa. Ah. Sekejap, tengok. We get one question from the chat box for online participant. Can the double check response be performed for the all prompt? Yeah, it can check for, it can perform for all prompt, but this function is a new function. So referring to when did you prompt your instruction? If your instruction you prompt before the functions appear, then cannot be used lah. But if you use the function after the dates of update of the function, that it can be used, right? So referring to when you prompt your question, right? Because that function is still new. Me myself also baru belajar juga sebentar tadi. All right. So who have done the activity for upload picture and upload video? Are you okay? Have you tried it? Huh?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure, can. You can take the link from the YouTube, and then you put the link into the mm-mm. You just use this function, alias, and paste the link. Alias and paste the link. Can try lah. Sometime okay, sometime not. If not okay, you try to the new chat. But sometimes if you have a link from your document, it refers to your document. Either your document is private or not. If you give some restriction to your document, it cannot be read by this Gemini. So you need to give some access to the your document, and then Gemini can read your file. There is a question: Is it actually safe to upload our picture on the Gemini in terms of privacy and data protection? Okay, referring to our slide before in terms of your private data, so it is safe for you to use this Gemini because Gemini come with enterprise grade data protection and also Google Workspace for education terms of service. So in terms of your data privacy, it's strictly privacy, and your data is not used for AI training actually. Okay, not used for AI training, and your data is you own your data, and then your data is still in your account only. Okay, so you own your data, you control everything with your data. Okay. It's referring to our slide before, which is your data stay private and secure. After this, I think our team will share the slide for you to do some revision. Right? Okay. Did you screenshot the prompt? Done. Settle. How many of you here try video? Have you tried video? Video upload. I give an example for picture upload. No. Oh, did you get the result? Understand? Oh, oh, so advanced. You already. It's okay. So, is it okay or not? Are you satisfied? Mm-mm. Yeah. Sometime referring back to our prompt, we need to tweaking again with our prompt. Because today is just our hands-on. Maybe we just give a simple prompt, right? So maybe the result not too good. Okay, maybe we can try again. But if you upload the video, make sure that video is fully uploaded into your Gemini. Then you can click on the submit button. If your video not fully uploaded into the Gemini, so you cannot proceed to the next step. All right? Okay.
One.
Yes.
Okay. It's from the Department of Palm. Is it actually safe to upload our picture on the Gemini in terms of privacy and data protection?
Yep.
You already mentioned about that on the first, on the yearly, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I already answered the question just now. And then I repeat again the data privacy, encrypted, strictly privacy, and your data is your data. And then your data is not used for advertisement purposes. Okay.
And one more thing, as our your data is only under the IIUM protection.
Yes.
Only.
Make sure that if you want to use this function, make sure that you log in into a university account. Okay. If you use account gmail.com, there is not protected. All right. Okay.
Okay. The second question, not used for data training, but will it be used for other purpose? What is the meaning?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good question. Unfortunately, we cannot delete the chat. How long the chat will be there? 1 hour, 1 hour pula. 1 year and a half. After 1 hour, uh-huh. Gone. Yeah. Mm. Yes, if we keep updated, for example, if you put it into a pin button here, so then and you still use this conversation and keep updated, so it's still there. Okay, 1 hour, 1 year and a half is not referring to the first conversation. It's referring to last conversation of for us to that conversation. Mm-hmm. Data. Oh, ya pakai yang. The Gemini that didn't use your account data. Mm-mm.
Okay. For your information, this one is using a Google Cloud provider. This one is Gemini is under Google Cloud. This one I have the only. This one safe on the Google Cloud only. on your personal Google Cloud. Yeah. Yes. Not use any storage on your account, but have the Google Cloud. Yeah.
When? How many how big the upload video? Maximum size.
I think we need to check back with our technical person. Oh, okay. Try to check with the Gemini. Yeah. Fully utilized with the Gemini. Reese, can you help me to check with the Gemini? Yeah, seriously, Gemini also can answer the question actually. I get the answer from the Gemini actually. If we use picture or document up to 100 megabyte, maximum up to maximum 100 megabyte, but video 2 gigabyte. Yes, 2 gigabyte. Maximum up to 5 minutes per video. Okay. Cover back. But for the Pro, it's can cover up to 1 hour lah. Oh, betul. All right. Okay. Okay, let's go with the next functions of our Gemini Pro, which is personalized Gemini with Gem, where this function is a custom AI expert for any topic, meaning that you can personalize your Gemini. You can put the identification for your Gemini by using the gems. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so can you see at these gems? Okay, you click on these gems. Okay, so this is the gem manager. Okay, this is the gem manager. Okay, gem manager will provide you pre-made gems that create by Google. So for example, you can see here, storybook. When you click on this storybook, you give the storyline, simple storyline, then Gemini will help you to create a storybook. This is very good experience for kindergarten student actually. Okay, you ask your children what kind of story you want to listen. For example, you want the princess with the a big gown, yellow gown, and then doing something like that, like something like this one. So then you prompt, and then this storybook will provide the storybook for your children. So this storybook is very good lah. Okay, for you. And then brainstormer, act like a brainstormer. If you have something stuck in your mind, you can click on this brainstormer, ask a question for Gemini Gems, and then Gemini will provide you the solution. Okay, and many more. There is many more pre-made gems that provided by Google actually. But this one is pre-made gems. If you want to create the gems by yourself, so you can personalize the gem by yourself, right? So for example, if I want to create one Gemini, one gems, so I just click on this next gem, new gems button, click on this new gem button, and then you give the name for your gems, and then you give some description for your gem, meaning that your gems act like what? Act like a lecturer, act like a student, act like a lecturer in the faculty, in a subject, what kind of subject, or maybe act like a examiner. Okay, so you can put the description in this area. Okay, for example, I give to you, okay, example that we can take from our Gemini site. Okay, this one. Okay. Okay. I want to create a lesson gamifier. Okay. Lesson gamifier. Okay. And then I put the name here, lesson gamifier, meaning that I want to create a germ that can provide me how to conduct a gamification in my class, for example. And then here we have a contoh example for my prompt. Just copy it and then use it into the description. Okay. Okay, create a gem that helped me turn classroom lesson in short, engaging group games for 5 university students, blah, 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 and many more. Lah. So it's up to you how you want to generate, how you want to give a description for your gems. Okay. If you want this gem to be examiner, just click at this one, examiner for faculty, sekian, and give description. This gem will act like a examiner that can do some check-in for student assignment and all those things. So you can give the description for it. Okay. And then there is a instruction. Maybe you can leave it. You just fill in the name and description only. And then after that, you click on this save button. All right. When you already save the button, then you can start chatting with your germs. So this one. All right. So now your germ is ready to use. So now your part is to ask a question to the germ. Okay. If you act like a examiner, for this prompt, you don't need to introduce yourself. Act like examiner and please blah, 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 blah. No need. Just put the prompt, very simple prompt in this chatting area and enter, then Gemini, this gem will provide you the result. For example, I give some example. Provide game for ethical for my student. I have 10 students in my class. Right? Okay. And then I enter. So this gem will provide me a gamification. Will suggest what kind of gamification that I can use to make my classroom more interesting. For example, game title, The Gray Horizon. So set up how we want to set up the gamification, and then how we want to set up the scoreboard, and then the scenario that we want to use in our gamification, several scenario and the twist machine and many more. So this is the suggestion from our Gemini by using the germs for our germ that we have already created before. Okay, we just give the small or simple instruction to our germs, and then this germ will provide us a result. So, what else? Can you try by yourself? Act like what? Act like someone, act like an examiner, act like a professor, act like a researcher. So please try. Add one germ in your Gemini. Boleh. And then after that, you screenshot and then you put it into your Google Docs. So I give you some time. If you have any question, you can raise your hand and then my team will come to you and will assist you. All right? I like to use these gems actually because I always find the idea to come out the tips and tricks for Google Workspace for several institution or several organization. So by using this germ, I asked the Gemini, I asked these germs, uh, can you give me the idea to come up with the tips and tricks for this institution? So Gemini will give the suggestions of the topic, right? And then next month, I ask again, I don't have any idea, Gemini. Can you help me to find another tips and trick for these kinds of institution on Google Workspace? And then Gemini will give another suggestion for me. And then there is no duplication from the previous tips and tricks because using these Gemini germs, Gemini is already remember what we did before. Okay. So same goes to you as a lecturer. Maybe you want to give certain activities for your student. Maybe this month, this kind of activity. Next month, you want something new, and then you ask again to these germs what kinds of activity that we can use in our class. So maybe Gemini can give a suggestion for you. All right. So let's try. Okay. If you done, you angkat tangan. All right. Okay, there is a question here. Can the storybook gems create a story based on the photo? Yes, can. You click on that storybook, and then after that you click on the plus button and upload your picture, and then you give instruction to the germs, okay, based on the picture, create a storybook about this guy, blah blah blah, and then what happened to this guy, and then what is the result, and then what is the ending story, and then you enter, and then after that, the germs will provide you the storybook. Okay. All right, is it okay? Create your germs, give description, and then try your germ. Is it okay or not? Is it give the result good result for you or not? Okay. If your germ give you good result, at the bottoms of the result you have this a response. You can give a good response or you can give a bad response for your germs. Okay. If you give a bad response for germ, so germ will try to make sure to be excellent in the future. Maybe. Right? If you give a good response for them, and then in the future, Joe will be more excellent for you. Okay. Look like everybody is looking at the screen just now. I think they are focusing on how to create the germs. Right. Yeah. If you want to share what you have built in the germs, you can raise your hand and then share. Open your mic and then share what you have built in your germs.
Wan, ada orang tanya.
Oh. betul. Boleh. Maybe there is a question. They try to upload the video into the storybook, but it is not performed. Maybe we can try again. Try to click a new chat in the storybook because this is still new function actually. And then in the try and error phase, because I don't have any contoh here because my friend Cik Om actually did the example for the storybook whereby he create a character in the Gemini apps and then from that character and then upload the character into the into the Gems storybook and then they provide the story actually, but because we are far away kan, so maybe we can try again to reprompt again, right? So, anybody want to share your gems? Anybody want to share your gem? What kind of gem that you create just now? No. If you want to share your gems, I can give you something here. Maybe notebook. Or this one is, what we call this one? Mousepad. Big mousepad. This one is push bag. I think so. If you want to try to explain what kinds of gem that you already create just now. Boleh lah. All right. Okay. But if nobody want to share, can we proceed to the next section? Wait. Oh, there is someone still in progress in doing a gems. Maybe you can share your gems to us. Nampak kekhusyukan. So after this, I will share to you about the canvas function. Okay. Canvas function is something that is very good for you to create something of such as website, infographic, slide, and then what else? Infographic, website, and slide. Okay, and then this canvas also can produce you a coding for you to put into your website. Okay, I proceed. Boleh? Can I proceed? So next is Gemini Canvas. Create, code, and collaborate with Gemini in one space. Okay. So imagine before this in standard Gemini, you can chatting with Gemini, but by using this canvas, actually, it's helped you to create something. Okay, what kinds of thing that you can create? You can create a code, you can create an infographic, and you can create web page. Okay, but I just want to clarify here, if you already create something using the canvas, you cannot put the infographic, you cannot copy the infographic into your Google Docs, Google Slide, or Google, what else? Google Excel, Google Sheet. Okay, Google Sheet. So you cannot copy and paste this canvas or infographic into that kinds of tools. Because just now, Canvas is specifically for you to create something that you can put into the Google Sites only. Okay, if you want to create a Google Site, then you can use the Canvas. Okay, for example, I can show to you my website. So I'm not a technical person that can provide and can create the website actually, but by using the canvas, I can create these kinds of website. Okay. For example, maybe this one. So this one, okay. How I can create some infographic in my website and it become beautiful. And for me, it's very wow lah for me. Very wow lah for me. Okay, because maybe some people will see this one as just a simple coding, but for me, the person who are not really good in coding, I think this is very impressive for me lah. All right, so this one. Okay, so how Gemini Canvas can work for us? Okay, let's do some hands-on. Okay, where is my Gemini? This one, this is my Gemini. All right. So this Gemini, I want to use, okay, let's copy one of the example of the prompt here. Okay, where is it? Okay, coding with canvas. Okay, I copy this one. Okay, copy. Okay, copy this prompt. Maybe you can follow me. Okay, copy this prompt and then go to your Gemini. Okay, and then click on the new chat. Then paste your prompt in the chat area. Okay, before you click to the submit, you need to change the mode of this Gemini into canvas. Okay, change the Gemini into canvas mode. So click on this canvas mode, and then after that, you click on this button, submit button. So now Gemini will analyze your instruction, and then this Gemini will provide you the coding. Okay, and preview. Okay, so it's still looping, so meaning that Gemini is still working. So be patient, waiting for this result. All right. Maybe there is several people when they prompt these kinds of instruction, this code and preview is not appear. All right, this preview and code is not appear. Okay, if code and preview is not appear, please check and find the create button at the top right here. So that create button will have an option for you to create either web page or infographic. Right, so just now Gemini is still working for me. This one also you can screenshot and put it into your document. Fixing error. How many of you have done this canvas after you prompt? Did you get it? Okay. So the result. Right. All right. So you get the result. Okay. All right. So when you get the result, so now you can see here, we have two pillars, which is code pillars and preview pillars. So in these code pillars, so Gemini will provide you the coding. So you can copy this coding and put it into your website, right? But if you study with the coding. If you can read this coding, maybe you can edit this coding. Maybe you can edit this coding actually. But for me, I don't really that I can edit this coding because I don't know how to read this coding. Okay. Okay, and then preview. This is how our canvas preview in our website. Okay, this is how. Okay, all right. If you are satisfied with this, and then you can use it and put it into your website. All right. Okay, I mentioned to you, if you are good in coding and then you know how to read the coding, you can copy the coding and then you can do some editing and tweaking on your coding. Okay, but if not, you just use chat box to give some instruction to your Gemini to do some tweaking or maybe change a little bit wording inside your website or infographic. Okay. Right. So how to use this one? Okay. How to use this one? Okay. We can click on this button share and then copy the content. Okay. Copy the content. And then this content, we can paste it into your website. Okay. Do you want to know how to paste it into your website? Yes. All right. Okay. Let's go. So it is the additional information. Okay. We go outside from the canvas. We go into website first. Okay. Now, I want to open my website. Okay, this is the site, Google site. Google site is useful for you if you want to create a website actually. But for me, it is more than that. There is several people use the website for them to do a presentation. There is some people use the website to put their digital resume. Okay. There is some people use their website to build their introductions of their company. Okay. There is many purposes to use this website actually. Okay. And then we click on this blank site. Okay. So just now we have our website. Okay. And then we want to paste our coding into our website. So there is a two option to paste your coding. First, we use this button, embed button. Okay. Click on this embed button and then click on embed code. And then the content that you copy from the canvas, you just paste in this area. Macam Blackpink ni. In this area. Okay. And then click on the next button. All right. Oh, okay. There is something that not good here. Okay. I take another. Master. Wait, I think I want to take something. Understanding change management. Favorite question. Oh, this one. Right. This one. Business ethic role. Writing cognitive. Wait a minute. I want to search something. With the science curriculum. Okay, I want to use this one. Okay, copy content and then embed code and then put it into this one. Okay, next. So just now we insert. So make sure that your canvas can be shown into your website and then readjust your information area. Just like this. So this is the first function. This is the first option, right? Okay. The second option is we add new pages. New pages. Okay. Click pages and then hover your mouse at this new page, but please don't click on it. You just click on full page embed. Then put some name, testing, and then click done. Add embed code, and then paste next, and then insert. So can you see the difference? If we use embed code, we copy and paste, we need to readjust the area. But if we use add pages, okay, add pages, so after we insert the information, so all the information fit into this page. Okay, so that is the difference between if you use the embed code button and you create a new page embed into your website. Okay, so this is the thing. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay, just now when I copy and paste the first canvas, and then there is an error because the infographic is not preview in my website. So what you're going to do is refer back to your canvas and ask Gemini, hello Gemini, my code cannot be copy and paste into the web page. Please do some tweaking or do some adjustment to this coding to help me, and then enter. Then after that, Gemini will do something for you, and then hopefully that the second adjustment from the Gemini, you can copy it and then you can put it into the your web page. All right. All right, then the last thing that I want to share to you this evening is, okay, can we proceed? Boleh? Is it okay, your canvas? So hopefully your canvas is working, and then hopefully that you can get the good result from the Gemini. All right. So I want to proceed with the next module, which is deep research, where this deep research is very useful for everyone, okay, especially for a researcher, which we know that finding the right information take an hour, maybe sometime a day to take to find information if you want to do some research. So deep research will help you to search the information in just one click only. Okay. So let's see how deep research can work for you. Right. So I want to copy one of the example here. Deep research, deep research. If you want to follow, you can follow me. Where is the deep research? This one, deep research in Gemini. Okay. So just copy on this one. Copy. And then go to the new chat and then type your prompt or your instruction here. Or maybe if you have something you want to do for your research, maybe you can put your topic in this area, in this chat box. Just type your topic here. Maybe you want to add some information or article into your research. You can try now. Okay. And then click on this plus button and then click on the deep research. Right. So once you click on this deep research, and then after that, you can click on submit button. Okay. Please make sure that you change the mode of the Gemini into the deep research first. And then after that, you click on the submit button. All right. So just now, the deep research we're working for you. Okay, now this is the result, but this is not the final result for the deep research. Okay, this is the what we call it, research plan for you, because you already proposed your topic just now, and then after you propose your topic into this deep research, and then deep research will give you the research plan. So this is the research plan, and then you read all of this research plan. Okay, if you are okay with this, you click start research. If you're not okay with this, you click edit plan. All right. Okay. So for example, I'm okay with this research plan. So then I click on this button, start research. So deep research will help you to find the information and also to find a article for you, a website for you, for your resources. All right. Wow, so fast, huh? So fast. Very good lah the internet this evening. Pagi tadi tak very good. All right. So just now we have the information that deep research work for you. So you can read all those information, and then the best part here is we have researching website here, where you can click on this and this will link into the resources. So meaning that if you use deep research, you don't need to click on your Google search. What is the best information that I can use for my research? No need. You just ask Gemini to do a deep research. Then Gemini will find an article for you, will find the website for you to refer. Okay. For example, I click on one of it. For example, this one. Okay. For example, this one. So when I click on it, so it jump into the resource article, right? So you can read this article, and then this article is referring related to your topic. Dalam bahasa Melayunya tak perlu susah-susah nak cari dalam internet. Okay, nak cari artikel satu persatu, baca satu persatu. This deep research will help you. Okay, because deep research can search every single information related to you in a big size of document or big size of article. Sometimes if you want to do research, we need to find the article. Maybe the article contain 10 pages, but from that 10 pages, we just need only page 9 for our research, right? But by using this deep research is already filter the information for you, right? So this is very good for you. Okay. But this one still ongoing in progress research, right? If you see at the bottom of the research, okay, you can see this deep research is still working for you in the real time. Okay, okay, is this complete? So can you see the research is completed, and now you can click on the share and export. You can export this information into the document, Google Docs, and save it into your computer. Okay, save it into your computer. And then the best part is, I would suggest you, after you save this information into your computer, This is how you want to use your Noble LM. Open your Noble LM, upload what you already export to document from this deep research, upload it into the Noble LM, and let Noble LM give a summarization for you. And then ask the Noble LM what the information that you want to get from this article. So in terms of you just do some deep research on your paper, so Noble LM will give you the information. For example, if you did something on your research paper, if you want to get some information, open your Noble LM, ask a question from the Noble LM. So Noble LM will give you the information from this deep research. Okay, this is how we do a research today. So hopefully, this kind of function is very useful for you. Hopefully, okay. Settle. Okay? Boleh? Is it okay? Everyone okay? Understand or not? Dah petang, we are already at the evening. All right? Yes. Question.
Just to ask, are all the reference or the sources reliable? Did Gemini invent new sources which is non-existent?
Oh, hallucination. Okay. Hallucinations is something that is a mistake that given by the Gemini. We cannot avoid the hallucination, but it is just now it is not too big hallucination. Maybe almost no hallucination, but still have a hallucination. So that's why, if we refer back to our module before this, that the function what we call it, double check resources. This is the function that you can avoid your hallucination. So, but when you download this article and put it into your Noble M, so Noble M we give you the result almost zero hallucination, zero mistake, because the difference between the Gemini AI and Noble LM, Gemini AI will search the information globally. Sometimes Gemini will search the information and give summarization, explanation to you by use Gemini words. And then maybe some assumption will happen in Gemini. Okay, so that assumption might be a hallucination, a mistake from a Gemini. So that's why we need the button for double check response, right? But if you already firm with the information, you put it into your Noble M. Noble M will give you almost zero hallucination, because Noble M will not find the information globally. Noble M, if you ask a question in a Noble M, Noble M will answer a question for you referring to the resources that you give and you upload into the Noble M itself. Okay? So what kinds of information, what kind of article that you give into the Noble M? So once you ask a question, that answer is referring to that resources only. Right? So hopefully menjawab soalan. Thank you. So there is a question here. Can I use Noble M to draft SOP or work instruction, and how? Actually, you can create the SOP and instruction from the Noble M, but make sure that rules and regulation that you put into the Noble M is firm. So to come up with the SOP, to come up with the instruction by using the Noble M, it's referring to the rules and regulation that you provide into the Noble M. Okay, I think that answer the question. because when you come up with the SOP, you need the rules, you need the regulation, right? So just upload the rules and regulation into the Nobel M, and then ask the Nobel M to come out with the SOP, what kinds of SOP that you want to build up, and then after that, you can make it as a document but I think in terms of the format, still not okay for Nobel M. You still need to copy and paste it in and manually do SOP, follow your format by manual lah. All right. Right, well done. Pop quiz. I have 3 questions here. I check the hadiah first. Huh? I have a question here. So if you can answer the question, please raise your hand. And then after you raise your hand, we pick you and then you say the answer. Right? Kita tak nak A, B, C, B, B. Also, the answer is already leaking dah. Okay? Alright? So when I give you the question and then I count to 3, 1, 2, 3, and then after that you raise your hand and then I pick one of you and then you answer the question, right? It's very simple question actually. All right. Okay, first question. What makes Gemini a multimodal AI model? A, it support multiple user at once. B, it can handle different types of input like text, image, and audio. And C, it translates multiple language. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So, 1, yang bertudung merah. Maybe B, multimodal AI can handle different type of input. Yes, betul. Bagi tepukan. Alright. Okay. Alright, next question. Oh, this is about Nobel M. I think you can answer this question. What is one of the Nobel M most useful feature for student? It write original content without reference. It creates study guide, summarize, and quizzes from the upload material. And C, it find academic sources from across the web. 1, 2, 3. At the back. B, it creates study guides, summarize, and quizzes from the uploaded material. Are you okay with this answer? Yes, this is a correct answer actually. Okay, give applause. Okay, because Nobel M, we can create audio overview, we can create quizzes, we can create a slide from the Nobel M actually. All right. And then the last question for today. Oh, this one is also the Nobel M. Which feature provide a podcast style discussion of your uploaded content? Canvas, deep research, or audio overview? Podcast. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Just sekali lagi, boleh tak? Mana? Sekali lagi, boleh tak? Sekali lagi. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I get the ladies in front of this. Yes, audio overview. Okay, audio overview is a podcast style. If you use Nobel M, you click on the audio overview, then you can create the podcast. There is 2 people discussing in the podcast, men and a guys and a woman. So both of them will discuss on the topic and referring to our resources. All right. So next, I want to remind to you to complete 4 prompts to obtain your e-certificate. Okay. Please make sure that you have 4 prompts and then compile it into one document. And then after this, I will provide you the QR code for you to do feedback. And then in that feedback, you have a button to submit your 4 prompts to get the e-certificates. All right. Dah dapat? Did you get all 4 prompts? Yeah. Okay. So maybe within 1 week, maybe within 1 month, hopefully in 1 week lah, you can get your e-certificate, right? So next is your feedback. Just scan this QR code and then give some feedback for our team. And then there is a button over there for you to put to upload your document for prompt that you already screenshot from the session today. While you are doing your feedback, so before we officially part away, I would like to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to all of you. Thank you for your incredible participation and then your time. Stay here with me and from 2:30 o'clock until now, almost 4:30, right? And I hope that the session is very, very beneficial for you. And then I hope that you get something for you, for your task, for your lecturing strategy after this, hopefully. Did you get something, tuan-tuan dan puan? Something new? Did you get something new? Then hopefully that you can use it for future lah. And also, online participant, thank you very much. Stay with me until this kinds of time. Okay. And then I would like to apologize if I make some mistake during the session, especially my English is not so good actually. Maybe it's hard for me actually to give some, to give the training actually, but I try my best to make sure that all of you understand what I serve to you, what I give to you. Right? Hopefully everybody understand what I deliver today. Are you understand or not? Are you okay or not? Okay, all right. So Azan, we give you time for your feedback form. All right. Oh, okay. Can I hold you for a moment? We want to take a picture after this. All right. We want to take a picture with all the PICs, with the participant in front of the stage. Okay, after Azan. All right.
Wan, ada lagi Wan? Tak ada?
Dah, tak
Tutup
ada.
Okay, thank you to Mr. Muhammad Fadil Izwandi for the sharing session. We hope that with this program, it could boost the academic and administrative productivity using the Gemini in the Google Workspace for the education that has been granted to us. As a token of our appreciation, we would like to present a small souvenir to our trainer. To be honor, I would respectfully invited our Deputy Director, Brother Muhammad Syed Muhammad Azrul, to the stage to present the token of appreciation. Please welcome him. Thank you to the brother Muhammad Syed Muhammad Azrul. We hope that the user can make full use of the Gemini so that the personal license will not revoke and this overall license to the IUM can be continued in the upcoming years, inshallah. So the last one, we would like to invite all participants to come forward to the front of the hall or stage for the grand group photo session. Please invited.
Crowd move in front. In front of the stage. We take a picture together.
Semua.
Boleh berlunukan ke atas stage pun boleh. Perempuan dekat atas. Kita buat 2 layer boleh eh?
Oh, ada another room.
Macam classroom ke macam mana?
Can be ni lah, boleh diulangkan.
Kalau sini penuh tu.
Okey kan? Faham.
Session. Betul? Betul. Tak semua.
Oh, boleh. Kalau ni boleh je saya tahu kenapa. Cuma tadi macam ada TV terkejut sikit lah. Tapi kalau ikutkan percentage bila tengok orang suka.
Jangan engagement dia tu ada. Traction tu ada.
Ni dia minta 4 boots. Tak kat ITV ke?
Tak dia pun.
Yalah, betul. Betul. Oh, dia pun. Kawasan dia boleh. Kita boleh gabung.
Majority.
Memang ini ya orang.
Faham. Direct interaction lah. Dia agak lebih. Dan kalau nak tu. Dia tak boleh tu bergantung pada time dating. Kita concurrent untuk pecah region yang central yang Sabah-Sarawak dah dia lepas saya itu.
Thank you so much untuk online participant.
Lepas raya one week tu dah pecah. Sekarang dah mula dah. To cover all lah. Each university akan ada dia punya challenges yang